especially right now when the climate is something fell in my closet, and when I tell you I was about to run, I was about to run. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl MaJa Janae here, back with another video, and it feels so good to be back in front of the camera. I did take a little low-key break last week just so I can collect my thoughts, rest, and focus on getting you guys some new fresh ideas. So if you guys have any talking topics, any fake topics that you guys would like me to talk about, or any hair videos, if you have any creative, fashion, fun, or maybe something I've never done before, just give me some recommendations. Let me know what you guys are looking for, because I know that I have a ton of ideas that I want to do for you guys, and that's what I've been working on throughout all of last week. But today I want to ask you guys, have you been unpacking? With everything that's going on in the world, the pandemic, the movement, a lot of you guys can get overwhelmed and overloaded, and I want to explain to you guys why it's so important to unpack between every journey, between every phase, after every word that God gives you. This also goes for when God is speaking to you. It is so important that when God gives you a word or God gives you an assignment, like I was saying in my Black Lives Matter video, whether it be to further movement or bless someone or do something in your own life to elevate you to the next level, it is so important to act on that. God doesn't talk to us for us to just listen. He talks to us for us to obey. So it is so important that once God gives you something, once you hear a word that is specifically for you at church, that you act on it. Because if you walk around and you don't have your bags unpacked, by the time you are ready for a new word, or by the time God is ready to get you somewhere else and you're ready to go on another trip, you're still gonna have your old clothes still packed in the bag, and you're gonna realize there's no room for what God is trying to do for you next. A lot of us, we procrastinate, we get analysis paralysis, especially in the age of social media and seeing so much. And I'm gonna do a whole video on social media next week. Letting so much come in through your eye gates and your ear gates, it can cause us to become stagnant in following through what God wants us to do. Don't forget that, of course, things are going on in the world, but God still has a special assignment for you, and you are still on a time limit with what God wants to do in your life. It's just so important that you are doing what you have to do and not stalling, not pausing, because everything that God is telling you to do is for your good and to enrich God's plan for your life. So make sure that you are assessing every church service you watch online, assessing every word from God you get in the middle of the night. Make sure that you guys are processing and doing what you need to do to execute God's plan. Don't allow what's going on to make you forget what you need to do. Your purpose is still your purpose. Just apply it to where you are in today's life, especially because we went from pandemic to movement, and you still have to worry about work and school and finances and all these big events. Make sure that you are unpacking from each one. Did you really pray about the pandemic? Did you assess and go through what God told you to do in that season? And now with the movement, does God want you to do something, or does he need you to just stay still? Make sure you're listening and make sure your ears are open to what you are supposed to be doing, because you really don't want to be left behind. If God's trying to bring you somewhere else and you're still trying to unpack from the last message he gave you, and you're trying to take things out of the bag from way back when, it's going to take you too long to get ready and take you too long to be prepared. And this is something I think about all the time. I try to stay ready so I don't have to get ready, because who knows how my life is supposed to be orchestrated. You taking too much time may ultimately delay something else that God wanted to do for you right then and there. Of course, it's still going to work out, but just think about it in the grand scheme of things. I want all of our lives to go in the direction that God planned for it to go. Of course, things do come up, but even the things that pop up, God already knew it because he knows the beginning from the end. So I just want to remind you guys to please unpack, and that means unpacking the things that you're seeing on social media, unpacking how that is affecting your life and affecting your mental, unpacking the encouragement and the words that you're getting from your pastor. Make sure that you're unpacking so that you can receive new things. Unpack everything, unpack the information, and be ready to receive more word from God. He's not done talking to you. He didn't put it on pause just because life is getting a little hectic. And that is the main point of making sure that you unpack. Realize that he's still talking to you. You still have a purpose. You still have an assignment. So make sure that you are in conversation with him, that you know what you're supposed to be doing. Ask him for an assignment. Make sure that you're unpacking, so when it's time to go and it's on to the next, that you're ready. So I just want all of us to stay ready. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the rest of the week's videos.